Hey guys, it's Shay again with Plant Essence, and I took a little trip down to the New York City Flower District, located in on 20th Street and 6th Ave. But let me just tell you, it was corner to corner, flowers all displayed out on the sidewalk. Most of the ones on the sidewalk were your plants that you would see outdoors, but they did have a few that were like indoor plants because that's typically why I'm there. So it was like it's the wholesale district for plants, but they do sell retail, but the prices were really reasonable. The plants were beautiful. There was a lot of care and effort, brought into the displays and stuff. And I went inside a few shops. This one here, what you're looking at is a ficus, a rubber tree, which you typically see, and don't know what variety that one is. I don't know if it's the ruby or another one, but here we're looking at the ficus Audrey. That's one that I currently do not have in my collection, as it grows pretty large and wide. It's a tree. Typically your ficus plants they're not plants, they're trees. I do have this one here in the back. That's the variegated, the ficus teneki. And it's a slow grower for me because these particular plants need a ton of light, and I just don't have the conditions in my house to have it. But nonetheless, it is happy. It's growing, but very slow. And that is a huge ficus Audrey. It looks like something straight out of Little Shop of Horror. And there we have a bird of paradise. That's another one that needs a ton of light and a ton of space because they do sprawl out and spread out. And I went on to a couple other shops where they have a lot of indoor plants and different varieties. I'm not going to go into every single one of them. There's too many to name, but they're beautiful. A lot of orchids, a lot of different varieties. I saw some air plants back there. And it's just such a wonderful display to really look at. We're looking at some jade plants there, some bromeliads. It's something that you typically see in a big box shop, but for me, they kind of look a little plastic. But I did see a bromeliad that I did like. I don't know the name of it, but one of these days I might snag it and show you guys. But we got some aglaonemas, some calatheas, and what's that? That's ivory. Ivy. I don't have that in my collection because it's a spider mite magnet. So no. So up at the top, there's some ZZ plants. They're so beautiful. I do have ZZ plants in my collection. I love them. It's such a statement piece. Ooh, the staghorn ferns, the mounted ones. Love them. One of these days, I'll get me a staghorn fern and mounted. And then we have a whole bunch of orchids, and the gentleman's over here arranging them very nicely. So let me take you here through the urban jungle. And I purposely went through this kind of slow just to kind of give you the feel of it. But it's really nice to see how it's all, kind of laid out. And each wholesaler I went to, they all had their own cats. And the cat was just like lounging around. And the cat's there to help with the rodents, because I was there too. And I did see what I think was a mouse, but I think it was a rat. I'm serious, guys. But the mouse, the cats, they have a job, and the job is to make sure they keep away the pests. It's just, it is what it is. This is nature, guys. It happens. But yeah, it's so beautiful, different types of varieties, and there was a lot of light, but it wasn't like overly hot or like, humid. It was just perfect. You just felt like you were in an urban jungle. Yeah, it's just really, really pretty. So kind of walking through there, and then I went to a few more spots as well. This one is the bunny ear cactus. I got a little funny story about that. I'm not a cactus person because I'm a toucher and I don't want to get the spikes on me, but this particular one, they look like little hairs, so they don't look like the sharp spikes that you typically see with cactus, but nonetheless, they're spikes, and those spikes actually latch onto your skin. And I grabbed one. I was about to take it to the cash wrap, and I noticed I had a whole bunch of, my hand was just full of them, and the owner had to take like industrial tape and put it on my skin and rip it off just to get the spikes off. And I said, no, I do not want to take that particular one home. And then we're looking at some succulents. And I finally got an opportunity to learn how to take care of succulents. The water's stored in the leaves, guys, so when they need a drink, you'll know it because it'll kind of crinkle up. It'll look dehydrated. And then you just basically drown it all in water, and they puff right back up. And make sure you put them in a nice spot where it gets a lot of light. Yeah, love succulents. And then this one here, I took this one home. This is my mermaid's tail, variegated. Beautiful. Not a lot of spikes, easy to care for. Love having it in my collection. But yeah, that's kind of it. I really enjoyed myself in the plant district. I'm glad I could show you guys some footage of, you know, some of the plants, but it was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I'll be back, show you some more pleasant things, but thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it.